Hello, my name is Liz and I am so excited that CBeebies asked me to read tonight's bedtime story. Are you all comfortable? Are you all wrapped up in lots of blankets because it's very cold out there? Well, I've got a wonderful book. It's called Lazy Aussie. Let's read it together, shall we? Aussie was a very lazy owl. "It's time you tried to fly," said Mother Owl one day. But Aussie just said, "Oh, do I have to?" Aussie didn't want to fly one little bit. It seemed much too much hard work, all that wing flapping. He just wanted to sit around all day. "I'm learning to be wise," he said. Now, if Aussie was wise, Aussie would think about how he could improve his life by doing something as simple as learning to fly, giving him independence and pride. Let's read on, shall we? "Well, I want you to fly," said Mother Owl sternly. "Now, I'm going off to look for some food, and if you are wise, you will be on the ground by the time I come back." That's tough love. That's what we need to see more of in society. Tough love, great parenting, really good. Aussie thought hard. If he was wise, then he should be able to think of a way of getting down to the ground without flying. Suddenly, he noticed the horse who lived in their barn. The horse's head came up almost as high as the beam Aussie was sitting on. Aussie had an idea. Now, from what I can see, children, Aussie basically is going to be asking all of his friends in the barn for help and handouts so he doesn't have to make the effort to learn to fly. And this right here is a perfect example of the legacy of 14 years of Tory failure. It is so awful to see so many lazy Aussies out there, not wanting to make an effort, not wanting to educate themselves, not wanting to learn a new skill that could make them money, but just to sit around hoping that their friends, that people, anyone will give them a handout and so they don't have to do anything. We can't have this kind of laziness in society. There are millions of people that are sitting around expecting handouts instead of going and finding themselves the work that will give them pride in themselves. And that is the saddest thing, knowing that the previous government facilitated this amount of laziness. This is not what this government is going to put up with any longer. We are going to make sure that the lazy Aussies out there learn to fly, get themselves an apprenticeship or go back into education. And that is a promise from this government going forward. Thank you so much, children, for listening to my wonderful story tonight. And I look forward to being invited back to read some wonderful stories to you in the future. Remember, children, aim high. Aussie was a very lazy owl.